Good morning. This is the PLT overview for the week of January 16th through the 20th of the year 2023. First, let's look at announcements. CPSI opportunities are coming up. Please see the link and email Mr. Dorst if you are interested in the next CPSI conference. It's about evolving together, updating our educational environments about American Indians in schools by Dr. Alex Redcorn. There's a link also here to all of the CPSI opportunities available at K-State. Next, honor roll stickers for your advisory students are in your mailbox. Please pick up and pass them out to students. If you have no stickers in your mailbox, please contact Adam O'Neill. Would you like to be part of a committee to review the lunch schedule for the 2023-2024 school year? If so, please reply back to Mr. Dorst's email that was sent on January 9th, 2023. In response to the comment about the tall cop speaker, Mr. Dorst is working training, guidelines, and procedures. Next, the ICC, or Internal Communications Committee, which is a KNEA meeting with Dr. Wade, is happening at the Robinson Ed Center at 4:30 on Monday, January 23rd. Please send any questions or comments to be brought to Dr. Wade to Crystal Kleinerneff or Dustin Duntz. During Flex Time this week, there will be a OneDrive Flex Time help session for students. Jenny Carr will be providing OneDrive help during Flex Time for students in the West Campus Library on January 18th. More information about the merge of our campuses is soon to come. On to tasks and trainings this week. Yesterday, we didn't have school in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We hope you enjoyed your day off and observed the holiday. Tuesday, today, is Advisory Prep Day. We will also receive announcements. And then Friday is the MTSS Emergent Bilingual Accommodate and Modify lesson. For advisory this week, we will be completing a compassion life skills scenario lesson. That's the same, well, it's not the same lesson, but it's similar to one that we did last year that got really good reviews by teachers and students. Here's our PLT checklist form and our questions and answers. The only question we have this week is just a question for discussion, not looking for an answer really, but having come out of the COVID years with small group PD is going back to large group speaker type presentations and effective use of teacher PD time. And we did respond to this. To diversify the method by which we were receiving PD, the speakers were added. The afternoon speaker was specifically in response to events that happened earlier this year. So generally at the January PD day, there's a lot of different sessions that you can go to, but really this year was because of incidents that had happened, and this was in response to it. All right, and comments from this week's or last week's PLT. First, Tall Cop says stop was great information. Wish it was recorded or we could get the slides. We like to sit and get as we are also getting in the swing of things. It would have been nice to also have some time in the classroom if possible. Lunch was fabulous. The whole day was great. Another comment, there was no recording allowed. The speaker suggested that if you follow him on social media for more information. Number 3, love the variety of food that was served. We'd love to continue that in the future. The speakers were great too. Number 4, drug presentation was informative. Chris Heater presentation was a nice way to start the day. Number 5, what did we enjoy about the PD day? The Musher presentation. It was a good reminder to be our authentic selves and celebrate uniqueness. We also enjoyed the doghouse analogy. After viewing the drug presentation, we feel helpless and don't feel like we have tools to truly address the issue. Several groups members felt that they also needed a semester prep time more than directed PD, especially those teachers with semester classes. Also, we did not like starting school with block days. Number 6, lunch was great. We would love to have that opportunity again. For some staff, this was their first district PD. The information with Jermaine Galloway was incredibly helpful. We need more information from him about how to prevent these things in our schools. Can we have him come back for more PD? Another comment. Our group unanimously loved lunch. We loved the choices and that it was free. Some members of our group found the Tall Cop presentation to be very enlightening about access that our students have to drug-related things, both in local stores and on the internet. We felt the presentation was very informative, but we did not know the plan of action. We suggest only one guest speaker per professional development day. We had a lot of time sitting and listening with no action or choice. We also felt like we needed more explicit goals about what we were expected to do with the information. Number 8, PD Day was good. The free lunch was a highlight. A little kindness goes a long way. Time to complete Infinite Tech training during PD was great. It shouldn't be required during off-contract instructional time. And finally, I love the wildlife presenter on PD Day. She was funny and engaging. Too bad technology didn't work for her, but I think she managed through it. The presentation for the drugs, I think, talked too much about what drugs look like or where to buy them. In my opinion, I do not need to know this information. We as teachers need to know what our school is doing about the drug problem we have. We need to know what our district is doing about the drug problem. We need to know what our community is doing about our drug problem. I think the presenter did a good job, but we need to know how to fix the problem, not advertise where to buy them. And finally, the Tell Me Something Good section. First, Jenny's Book Creator is fabulous. If you haven't tried it, make sure to talk to Jenny about that. Number 2, seems like everyone really enjoyed the length of our winter break. And number 3, coming back from break, we are very grateful for the work our calendar committee does to make the USD 383 calendar reasonable. Thank you for all you do. We hope you enjoy this 4-day week of school. Who knows, maybe we'll have a snow day, probably not, but maybe. Have a great day, a great week, and thanks.